Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
All bangers for my members. All bangers for my members. Y'all know the count. All bangers for my members. Y'all, let's get it. All bangers for my members. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's finish the story off, man. We are now on chapter 26. Crazy in the jail, man. All type of crazy stuff be going on in the jail, man. But I have been able to survive this block that I've been in, man. Like, you know, just going through the prior incident, man, with Big Stacy, man. Like, you know, dude ain't play around, man. Like, he ain't want those dudes in there being all comfortable just watching the Young and the Restless, Bold and Beautiful. Like, he won't toy around with that, man. So, like, I felt like the old dudes was kind of putting pressure on me to kind of stand up to this guy and be the boss or whatever the case. But, like, they didn't know, like, I had bigger fish to fry, man. Like, I was on my way to penitentiary. Like, I didn't have time to protect them or try to protect them or be the guy that's stepping up. I didn't have time for that, man. So, like, the pressure that they put on me, that's what made me want to kind of team up with the Maniac. So that's why I teamed up with Stacy, man. Like, when they told me they was going to write me out the block or do this, if I don't do, like, I don't perform well off pressure. Y'all should know that by now, man. Like, I don't perform well off pressure. And the way they was coming at me, man, I wasn't feeling it. So, yes, I had to team up with the Psycho, man. I know it sounds crazy, but that was like a smart move for me because it worked out. He got rid of the dude that wanted to leave, who wasn't feeling him, who was talking about that TV and all that. And me and the Maniac were good. We was cool. We became cool. So, like, I'll say like a week and a half, me and him was in the block after that prior incident. And everything was going smooth. Like, I'm still just in the jail, kind of like, you know, my time can be called any minute. I'm just sitting in there. My people still putting pressure on Richmond. Like, I can leave any minute now. So, like, around this time right here, I'm kind of like just, you know, like, I don't want to be involved in nothing except focusing on just trying to stay out the way and get ready to go to penitentiary. Like, that's the only thing that's in my brain. So I didn't have time for nothing, man. I promise y'all, man. Big Stacy was still in there being the Debo Psycho. He ran the TV, like, he ran the Clippers, like, he became a barber. He was everything, man. He was Psycho, man. He was a Renaissance man, Psycho, man. But he was in there, but Stacy didn't last long, man. Stacy ended up thrashing this white dude, man. White dude got fly with him, man. Stacy thrashed him. White dude run with him, you know what I mean? But he just couldn't beat Stacy, man. Stacy put the paws on him, and he ended up going to the hole. So Stacy was out the pod. So now that Stacy's out the pod, man, like, you know, the pod, like, you know, it always was regular, man. But, like, when you went to jail, y'all got to understand, like, you know, just random maniacs that come through every day. Like, that's just how it go, man. Like, jail, it's like a surprise. Like, it's like a Cracker Jack box, man. You never know what's going to come into your block, man. You never know. They can bring anybody in there, any race, anybody can be a psycho. So, like, when he left, I already, like, just being in the jail so long, like, for me being in the jail so long, like, I already know kind of, like, what to expect now, like, just wherever I'm at. And it was like that my whole bid, kind of like, you know, I had to learn prison. Once I learned prison, like I learned jail, like, I already knew what to expect. So, like, I knew with Stacy leaving, like, I already knew it was going to be another maniac that replaces him. Like, that's just how it go, man. Like, dudes are coming to block, smell weakness. Oh, that's the only dude probably. And like dudes will move how they supposed to move. Like, I don't be knocking dudes for moving like that. You got to do your jail time however you want to do your jail time. Just don't involve me and just don't, like, try to put me in nothing and me and you ain't got no problem. So I don't be caring about when random maniacs come through because I know they coming. This is something that you can't stop. It's out of our control, man. A maniac gets locked up every day and he's going to come into your block if you in the block. So Stacy gone. Around the time Stacy gone, everybody's like kind of like back to normal. It's a great block. Nobody's fighting. Nobody's really wilding out. Ain't nothing going on. Old heads be making cakes and going to commissary, ordering all type of sweet items, honey buns, and they just be in there chilling, watching TV, watching sports, reading the newspaper. There's still newspaper time around this time, y'all. So, like, they in there, newspaper. Old heads used to get the newspaper. I used to like looking at the Virginia Pilot, man, when they come through, man. You know, like, get to see the stuff that we don't get to see on the news sometimes. Just different things in the newspaper. This is newspaper era, y'all. Y'all know I'm an unk game. You know what I mean? But, you know, dudes was in there comfortable, man. That's basically what I'm saying. Like, it was a lot, like, this dude's just, like, chilling. dudes fighting in cases, dudes kicking it with each other, dudes gambling, like just all around kind of like a laid back block, man. I felt like I deserved this block after all the madness I done been through. So I felt like God was like, man, like this is where I'm gonna put you at. This is where you're gonna get transferred at, man. Like, keep you safe. Just stay out the way. That's all you got to do. So I try to do that the best way I can. But I am still in jail. But I used to like for real, this block that I'm in, it was cool. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it was cool, man. So on a late night one day, this is a late night, and like for real, you wouldn't really see dudes coming on a late night. I have seen it before, but very rarely on a super late night, man, unless it's like this emergency or something like that. And when I'm saying late, I'm talking about after 10 o'clock. So after 10 o'clock, man, the lights is like dim. They dim the lights in the little joint and everything. Like, and we ain't in the cells. We in bunk beds. Like, it's like a dorm looking type of little part. So everybody in there, y'all know I'm in the back corner. My bed, my bottom bunk was all the way in the back corner to the right side of the wall. So I'm back there on my bed. And I'm just chilling. I'm sitting there and I'm just looking at a bunch of old letters. Like, you go through that sometime when you look through old letters and old pictures and you reading old letters, man, like, I don't know what it does to a guy, what it does for a guy locked up. But like, sometimes you got to read your old mail, man. Those back in those days too, man. But I'm sitting on the bed doing that. And I hear the gate pop. Like, the gate noise is like a noise I'll never forget. It was like, and the gate open up. So when you see that, that's the first gate. They have another gate they got to open to come into our pod. So when we hit the first joint, I get up, I look over the bed. I'm like, see an orange jumpsuit. I see a black dude, kind of slim dude. You like, they open the joint up, they open the next joint up, he walk in, he like, he was like, you're going over there, bed such and such. So he's going over there on Stacy's old bed, which is far left. So it's a dude that already moved over there on that bottom bunk already. Like, that's what dudes be doing. If it's a bed open that they want and nobody's on it, somebody's going to move in there. Of course, the police is going to assign it to you, but it doesn't matter. So he come in, he like, with the top bunk joint open, he like, see the joint, see him like, close the gate, see him picked out. So he looking around. See dudes like, man, why you come here so late, man? He was like, yeah, he just brought me, man. He just brought me up here from the tank. I was downstairs, they had me in the holding tank. And all this, and like, he talking. So I'm like, that's crazy. So, I didn't get nothing bad. I didn't get nothing bad from this man. You know what I mean? I like, the vibe that I got from him, it wasn't a bad vibe, but like, coming into jail late, that's not really suspicious. Like I said, I didn't see it before, but like, you don't see it a lot. So he talking to the dudes over there on his side of the bed. I hear him talking. Like, I didn't know. I didn't have a problem with him. I don't think I had beef with him in the past. So like, I was in the clear, but I see him conversating with the dudes over here. They having a conversation. So I hear him talking, he's like, yeah, I'm from Norfolk. So I hear that. So still, like, he's slightly like older than me. I'll say early 30s. He's probably early 30s. I'm younger. I don't know him. Like, I don't know everybody from Norfolk, but I heard him say he was from Norfolk. But I'm at the point now, like I don't really care. Like, I don't need nobody to team up with right now. Like, I just done that with Stacy because that was spirit of the moment game right there. So like, I don't really want to team up with nobody right now. And like, he wasn't looking like somebody I needed to team up with anyway. You know what I mean? So when he say that, I see the old dude William. He used to be in the joint. He kind of was with the action that they was with, like, not wanting Stacy to turn the TV and all that, but like, he kept his mouth shut. He was one of them old heads, but like, since everybody is gone, like, he has become more vocal around the old heads and the regular inmates that's in that block. So he like, hey, T. White from Norfolk, hey, T. White. And he say that, and I'm already like standing up, kind of, I'm listening to the whole conversation. He's like, oh, hey, yeah, he from Norfolk. I'm like, oh, for real. Dude walked around, dude was like, yeah, you from Norfolk? I was like, yeah. He was like, how long you been in this jail? I was like, man, I've been in this jail almost 2 years, gang. What you talking about? He was like, man, how you get locked up down here? I said, man, look, man, you asking a lot of questions, bro. I'm like, who are you? He was like, look, man, they call me Don. I was like, man, look, bro, you asking a lot of questions, man. He was like, no, I'm just asking because, like, I was out on bond and, I'm about to get sentenced, like, you know what I mean? So, like, like, that's why I'm asking, because I'm trying to see. I said, man, look, man, I ain't really in the mood to be answering all those questions. I told y'all what I was just doing. I was back there reading the old kites. I don't have time to be answering all these questions. I wasn't Gary, you was from Zimbabwe. I don't have time to be answering questions to a random guy, man. Like, I know it's intriguing that I have Peyton, man. And, like, I know it's intriguing that I've been in the jail forever. Like, I know it's intriguing that I'm a young guy that I've been through all this. But at the end of the day, I don't have time for this, man. So I just slid on him, like, I just gave him, like, I know he was like, man, bro, crazy. So I just walked away on, went, sat by my bed, started reading the Kites game again, y'all. So boom, leave me alone, man. I ain't really got no kicking for this mess, man. So a little time went on here and there. Me and him used to, we'll speak. Don was all right. Like, like I told you, I didn't get a bad vibe. But like, he just, I don't know, he looked like one of them dudes that was like, you know what I mean? Like grand larceny is part of his life. Y'all ever seen somebody like that you just know like he's a human thief? Like he gonna thief something, he gonna steal something, man. He just had that look, man, like slim dude, like kind of brown skin look. He didn't look like a street dude, and like there's really no makeup or no way of somebody can look that's a street dude. But I'm just like, he wasn't aggressive looking. Like he looked like if stuff go down, like he gonna probably fight. But like he just didn't, I don't know, he didn't give me like an aggressive alpha male. We're in the jail. Like this is a time where sometimes like even without poking your chest out, you gotta poke your chest out. Like, so I'm not getting that from him. So like I'm like, okay, man. So we start conversating. He started telling me what he into out there. And he told me why he was out on bond. And now he about to go to sentencing. He was like, look, the longer he would have stayed out on bond, the less time he wouldn't have been able to keep. So he was like, while he was out on bond, he knew he was gonna go to prison. So he was like, he might as well just come back into the jail and go ahead and get some time served, you know what I mean? Added on to what he already got to do. So he was like, if he would have stayed out longer, he could have stayed out longer, but he was like, he just went on and turned himself back in on his bond. So he broke all that down. He said he about to get sentenced, man, for exactly what I told y'all, man. The man said, man, he broke in somebody's house, man. And he said they trying to tie him to like a lot of stringer joints. He said, but they only can tie him to 2. So he is a B&E expert, man. Like this is what this guy doing. I knew it. You know what I mean? I knew it. Like I done seen people like him. Like they just got that look, man. Them B&E type of dudes, man. Them dudes that backdoor game. Like he just got that type of look. So he telling me about all that. He like, man, for real, my high is 8 years and this and that. So he ain't really about to get no time. You know what I mean? So he broke all that down, man. I'm like, all right. So me and him kick it. He tell me about everything that's going on. So I'll say probably about 2 days later. 2 days later, I'm in the block, laying in the bed, I doze off. So like I told y'all, this is like we in an open dorm. So like it ain't no curfew. Like you could be on your bed, talk, like you can long as you want until you fall asleep. Because you could be up all night if you wanted to. You know what I mean? That's just how it is in there. But like for real, dudes will go to sleep because it's with an open dorm, that'll give you the feel of like, I gotta be up 24 hours. No, dudes are still like, you gotta slide at least that night sleep. Even though, you gotta be on point, dudes are still slide that night sleep in. So I went on and slide the little sleep in, and I'm in the bed. I wake up in the morning, and when I wake up in the morning, kind of like I see the dudes over on the other side, on the same side I'm on, but way on the other side. Like I can see them all huddled up over there, and they all talking. And I see the old dude, and I see the white dude, and they over there talking. So I'm trying to figure out. So I get up, I go to the sink. I'm like, get up. I see the dude from Norfolk. The dude Don, he's standing at the TV. He looking at the TV. He like this. He looking at the TV. He used to watch TV like this. He's like, he's standing up at the TV, looking at the TV. And I pin everything. I'm like, and then I see one dude make eye contact with me, like he wanted to say, "Hey, Weezy, see, you was the pod boss," but he didn't say it. Like I'm going to the sink. I'm like, dude, look at me like, I know you ain't the pod boss. I walk to the sink. Look crazy. Oh. Whispering and get my stuff together, turn back around, see the dude William, he like, hey, somebody's stealing in here. Like, somebody's stealing? He was like, yeah, somebody's stealing. I was like, whose stuff got stolen? He was like, shh, the dude right there in the old head. I was like, man, get out of here, man. He was like, only sweet items got stolen. I'm like, only sweet items? He like, yeah, only honey buns, cinnamon rolls, stuff like that. He took honey buns, then they took cinnamon rolls from the white dude. I'm like, man, that's crazy. I'm like, who's stealing there, man? Like as he telling me this, like, if he would have read my brain would have been saying like, Don, man. Don, they got to be. You just moved to the block, and you're a B&E specialist. But I'm like, he didn't give me the character of like on some petty, like we in the jail, that's petty. You know what I mean? The way he put it in his stories, yeah, I'm breaking in, I'm taking this, I got to connect with this. I'm snatching these. Like he giving it like he making big moves with his B&E, even though it's still a B&E, bro. You know what I mean? But like I'm sitting there just trying to listen to the dude William tell me the story. And I'm just like, somebody's stealing. He like, yeah, somebody's stealing. I'm like, hey, my stuff ain't stolen, man. I ain't tripping, man. He was like, yeah, he took these honey buns. Yeah, he took their buns, man. He took the dude's cinnamon rolls. Then, you know, like, he didn't take nothing else. But, like, we trying to figure out, like, how did he do this? Like, he was like, you know, T. White, I don't go to sleep till like 3 in the morning. He said, I was up to 3 in the morning. I ain't see nobody walking around. He said he went directly in their bags and took it. How can nobody hear this? I'm like, damn, this dude a ninja. I'm like, he got to be, you know how hard it is to steal in an open dorm? Like, when you steal in an open dorm, like, people know that you stole. Even though you stealing it. I know that sounds weird, but there's always somebody up. So it's like, that's the play, man. Like, dudes just keep their mouth shut. But I'm saying in my head, like, how did this man pull this off? So I'm like, man, all right. So I hear the story. I see them over there. The TV a little bit over here in this direction. So I get up, I put my flip-flops back on. I walk over there where Don was at. I walk over there. He's standing by the TV like, he's looking at the TV like, and as I'm looking at him, I look, y'all, and I seen like some, I promise you, like he was sloppy. He was sloppy about his B&E game. The man had icing on the corner of his mouth, y'all, so boom. I said, oh. As soon as I walked up, I was like, what's up, bro? And I looked, and I seen it right there. I know I'm a fat boy. I know sometimes, like, we didn't have the icy whites in the jail. We had just the regular bun buns. So something, you know, with the major glaze on it that used to be in the snap machine games back in the day, we used to have those joints in the jail. So, like, when dudes eat them joints, like a fresh glazy joint, like, pause, like, you might catch a little, you know, you might catch a little accident over there. And that if you don't look in the mirror or wipe it off, then that's what it's going to be. So he done ate the honey buns, and now the shit is on his mouth. So I'm like, I walk up, I see it, I'm like, he laid at the TV. I'm like, what's up, what you got going on? He like, shit, I ain't doing shit, what you got, what you know? I'm like, shit, I know your ass stole them honey buns and cinnamon rolls. He was like, man, go ahead with that shit, T. White. Go ahead with that shit, man. I said, man, look, the shit is written all over your face. He was like, I ain't steal nothing. He got his second, I ain't steal nothing, got quiet as a bitch. He said, man, I ain't steal nothing, T. White. I don't gotta steal nothing. I'm going to commissary next week. My homeboy sent me some stuff from the hall man. And I'm thinking back, I never seen a hall man come in. So he like, yeah, like, I said, man, look, I got a little closer to the side of pause. I was like, hey, bro, you got ice in the corner of your mouth. He was like, he went back to where the toilet at, where the mirror is at, where the sink. He was like, I'm still standing by the TV. He walked back over there where he was at, where I was at. He was like, it's gone. I was like, yeah, you good, man. I was like, but look though, man, why you coming in with all these maniac shenanigans, man? Like, you really, you really ain't stealing, man. He was like, look, you mess with these old dudes in here. I was like, I mean, they all right, man. Like, I don't care. I told you I'm about to go to penitentiary. I don't care what y'all got going on, but I'm just like you really stealing like that though? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, he was like, man, I steal on the street. Shit. Fuck these old niggas, man. Give a damn about these old niggas, man. Shit, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep taking they sweet items every time. That's they tax. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal that shit from them. Yeah. I said, man, how the fuck you taxing somebody and you steal it? He was like, man, shit. They gonna find out it's me sooner or later. He said, man, matter of fact, man, fuck this shit. Nigga got up, nigga went back to his bed. Went under his mattress. Came back to the table. That nigga was like, psh. That nigga do 3 icy whites on that bitch. That nigga was like, that nigga just started flattening one of them shits. He was like, looked around, he got the other one. He was like, hey, T. White, hey, you got some peanut butter? I was like, yeah. He was like, hey, let me get a spoon from you. I was like, I'm gonna use my spoon though, because you ain't putting your spoon in my peanut butter. He was like, all right, that's cool. Just give me a scoop. I was like, what is this dude doing? I go get the peanut butter. I come out like this. I break my spoon. I was like, and I dumped it like on a little napkin for him. He was like, he got it off the napkin. He was like, and he threw it on the flat honey bun, spreading the peanut butter on the honey bun one side. Then he smashed the other honey bun on it, and he was like, he came out in front of the TV. He was like, He turned around, looked at the bar, he was like, I was like, built on that nigga, y'all. Get the fuck out of the way. I went back to my bed. I was like, man, this nigga crazy. I look up. I see the old heads over there talking. You know what I mean? They over there having a conversation and shit. Goddamn, so was another kind of tall old head. Like he been in the block too. Like he don't be pushing nothing. But like he a little tall dude. And like, you know, like all the things that was going on, I know he don't condone the stealing. That TV with Stacy was a different situation. But like for real, like he's like one of the elders in the damn block. So like I know he really don't condone the stealing. But this man every bit about 50. You know what I mean? So he got down, he seated out of everybody that was watching Don eat that the honey bun sandwich game. Like he was the only one that was, I looked and his face out of everybody. I'm looking up, scanning faces. I'm like, I got him. His face was like he was standing on the top. His bed is on the top, but he was standing like on the side of like on the side of the bed with his hands on his top bunk. He was like, he got the Gray Lloyd Bank sideburns. He's standing on his bed. He like, he went over there and started talking to the other dude and the white boy whose stuff got stolen. He started talking to them. So nobody said nothing. Nothing happened that night. Nothing happened that night, man. But 2 days later, we went to commissary. So the dude, Don, he definitely went to commissary. This man went to commissary and ordered all soups. So I'm like, I see him get it. You can see dudes get their bags. You know what I mean? So I see him get his bag. He was like, I said, bro, that's all you wanted was soups, bro. He was like, he did like this. I'm like, what the hell is he like? Come here, let me holler at you. I walked over there by his bed on the other side of my bed, like way over there. So I walk over there. I'm like, what's up? He like, that man left his mattress up on this side. Like where he lay his head, that part, he left that part of the mattress up, folded it over. And that's all you seen was honey buns. Like a nice 20, because see in the jail, like it was no limit. Like I think you can black out on honey buns. Like you almost 50 honey buns. Like I used to know dudes that just order honey buns. Like I don't want no soups. I just want to eat honey buns with peanut butter and jelly on it. Yo, that's my meal every day. Like if I'm gonna eat that, I knew dudes that was surviving off that. I know it sounds maniac, but that's what dudes used to eat all the time. So they ain't give you no limit on how many honey buns you can get. So I look under this bed, man. The man had like 20 right here, man. Then he came down and folded up the other side, and the man had cinnamon rolls right there. It was another little dude about his age that slept in the bed right there. He was on the top bunk. He seen when he folded over. He was the dude. He was reading a book. He was like, he couldn't do nothing but shake his head. I'm like, oh, so you ain't got to order nothing else because you strapped up, huh? He said, yeah, I'm about to get more too. I said, man, listen, man. Why is you bringing craziness to this block, bro? I said, man, what is you doing, man? I said, man, look, if you got the people the first time, I said, man, just be able to be cool with that, man. Just be cool with that. He like, nah, I ain't, forget that, man. Nah, forget that, man. Nah, you gonna see, watch what I do. He was like, you don't mess with nothing, all right? I was like, I mean, they're all right, bro. Like, I don't mess with nobody, bro. I don't even really mess with you. He was like, nigga, I'm from the town. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Yeah, watch this. Watch what I do, though. Just wait. I'm like, wait to when? He was like, man, just wait till later on. Wait till shit change. I was like, man, I don't know what this dude up to, y'all, but he's a psycho, so boom. We'll see what happened after shift change. They feed dinner. Dinner trays come. After the dinner trays came, shift change came. You see the people leaving. We see people coming in. New CEO switching out game. I'm like, watch, see what this dude gonna do. So I'm just back by my bed, standing, like my bed is at the back of the wall. So I'm at the back of the wall. I can see the whole block. I'm like this. Potential madness. I walk over a little, I get a little bit closer, get like in the middle of the block. I see a dude down. He was like, this is from the TV first. He kept going back and forth from his bed to the TV. He was like, he'll go back to his bed. I'm like, what is this dude doing? So I see the dudes over there. So soon as the white dude got up and walked to like down where the other dudes at, he took his stuff like to the other end of where the beds is at on that corner across from us. Soon as the white dude got up, white dude just got up randomly, just like, white dude start walking. Soon as the white dude start walking, man, I promise you that man was by the TV. This man was by the TV. Now listen, the TV is right here. The bunk beds is over here. Now, the back, like just like I can stand at the back of my wall and look at them, they have a back wall too that they can look at. They can look at me from their direction, like vice versa. But the difference with their back wall and my back wall is that they have our beds pushed all the way to the back of the wall. Their beds is like a little crack, and I seen like this little white dude that was in the block one day, because it's like a quick shortcut if you want to get to the other end of the bunk beds. So I seen a little white dude kind of like he was little enough to, he squeezed through that little wall part and went that way. But as the white dude that I'm talking about that's about to get took, about to get snatched, he went that way to go holler at the black dudes over there. Man, I promise you, man, I seen the dude Don. He was looking at the TV. He was like, he made it. When I tell you he made it through that little crack, the dude, as soon as you make it through the little crack from the TV, the dude bed is right there. He got his stuff tied in a net bag, coming from the top bunk dude jump. But it's his stuff, but it's hanging right there. Man, and the dude Don was like, he seen the white dude out of parental leave. He was like, next thing you know, I promise you, it was 5 seconds in and out, man. Y'all think I'm lying. He took that and untied it. Just imagine how hard it is to get something on a knot that's tied to he said, he knew exactly how to get the knot. He was like, and next thing I know, he was walking that way, back towards his bed. I was like, oh my God, he took the dude whole bag. He get the jump. He over there. The dude that sleep on the bed on top of him, I was telling you about, that sleep on the other side of this top bunk. He get off his top bunk. He block him. He blocked Don. He like this. He standing in the little cut. Don like this. Putting stuff under the dude bed. He like, they not even noticing this. Next thing you know, 5 minutes later, white dude walk back to his bed. He like, hey man. No, man, it was just here. Man, who has my bag, man? Somebody. The big black dude, the lower banks, the great lower bank sideburns, he get up, he like, somebody stole your bag. He was like, he looked straight at Don. He was like, he put his attention right on Don. He said, so white dude like, man, come on, man. What are you doing? Dude with the lower back sideburns, he like, man, see, that's why I don't want no young dudes in here. Y'all was cool with having dudes in here, have T-White in here, and have all that. We don't need no young dudes in here. I told y'all how to write the administration and tell them don't have no young dudes in this block. So I hear him saying this, I'm like, the old head with the Lord Banks, the salt and pepper Lord Banks sideburns, I can't believe he's talking like this. You supposed to be like one of the elders. You supposed to be one of the ones that's schooling us, giving us advice. This man just said, this is why I don't want young dudes in the block. He talking crazy, he worked with the cops, all this stuff. So I'm like, I can't believe it, y'all. I'm listening. So Donna like, what you looking at me for? I went to commissary. Old dude was like, no, you ain't order everything you got. He just started walking close. Like I told you, he a little bigger than Don. So he started walking closer to Don. So the white dude started walking up. So when the white dude started walking up, this other black dude that sleep on the side with the white dude, they start walking up. So it's 3 of them. They start walking up. They walking up. Like, dude Don like, man, forget that, man. Forget that. What's yours is mine. That's how I'm carrying it. Now you get listen, I don't condone on what dudes do and none of that, but this is jail, man. Dudes don't get it how they live, man. In prison, when you get to prison, it gets worse. This is just how it is. So I'm not condoning what he's doing. I don't really care what he's doing, man. But at the end of the day, I'm just looking at this stuff it's crazy. And after what the old head said, all this was running through my brain. So they pull up on Don. So they back there and Don cut. And Don just standing there man, I ain't got, this is my stuff. So the white dude was like, man, move that right there. The dude, the tall black dude, was like, he moved the bed with one arm. He was like, he moved the jump. I was like, damn. I said, man, this nigga crazy as a bitch. He's like, no, that's my stuff right there. That's my beans and rice. That's my stuff right there. That's my refried beans right there. This and that. He got Don was like, this mine. So the black dude grabbed him. He grabbed Don. So as he grabbed Don, the white dude trying to grab his stuff back. Don kind of bucked out the nigga, the tall nigga with the old head. He bucked out him. And they come out in the block. And the old dude still holding him. So as the old dude holding the old dude back up, he hit the bed. Boom. He hit the bed. He let go. Don was like, man, the fuck you touching me for? What the fuck you touching me for, man? Get your hands off me. Old dude was like, psh. He smacked the living shit. He smacked Don head up. Don was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? White dude over there. Don didn't even give a fuck about that hit. He ran back over there with a white dude saying this shit man, get off my... White dude started rumbling his ass. Him and the white dude rumbling. I was like, oh shit. I look over there. I see the black dude walk over there. And they walked over that bitch like Undertaker. And he was like, Don didn't even see that nigga coming behind him. He was like, by the time Don was turning around, he was like, he grabbed Don by his goddamn neck. He was like, he just started moving Don as he was like, the white dude jumped back on him, they banged him. I was like, oh shit. They on the bar fighting. Goddamn, the black dude he looking, that came with them. I know he looking at this shit like, he don't like this shit, man. Like, if for real, you know, Don stole, he's a thief. You know what I mean? But like, just the way they doing shit, I'm like, damn, like, for real, I didn't know what to do because I'm like, yo, this white dude and this black dude with the black with the salt and pepper sideburns like Lord Banks. I know for a fact he working with the people from the shit he's saying. And he talking about why I'm in the block and all this. So all this is running through my brain. All this is running through my brain. I promise you, all this shit is running through my brain. And the black dude was backing up. And he was just like, they were fighting. And like, I'm right there. I'm right there in the circle and I ain't jumping. Man, I look at Don. I read Don's brain, man. I promise y'all, man, I read his brain, man. Don said, nigga, you gonna let me get back, nigga? And I felt that. And I know this is crazy. I'm not perfect. I make stupid moves too, because he was stealing. But as he said that, I promise you, man, the black dude is backing up. He's backing up and he keep getting closer and closer. So as he backing up, this nigga got down flip-flops like size 11 game. Man, as he backing up, man, like I just kind of, I gave him like a football push tackle. Like he backed up, got close to me. I was like, and I shoved that nigga. When I shoved him, he flew like this, and his body hit the joint. His body hit the bed, like kind of close to the TV. His body hit that joint, boom. But his head hit like the corner. He was like, boom. And he fell on the ground. I was like, oh shit. Instantly, I seen blood leaking. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And he hit the ground. Like, bro. He wasn't knocked out. I was like, oh my God, thank God. Thank God. Because I seen how he hit the shot on the corner. He hit the shot part. He hit the ground. He was like, that nigga was stunned. He was like, Don still rolling. Boom, 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 boom. The white dude rolling. That dude on the ground. Oh, yeah. Like, he just keep holding his head. I'm like, oh, shit. Dude's like, yo, the police coming in. Police coming in. Look, Don rolling. The white dude still fighting. I back up. Go back to my cut. I get over there where my cut is at. Police right in, grab him. They see dude on the ground. What happened to you? He was like, you was fighting too. Get up. They get him up. They just lift him up. Two dudes, get him up. I'm looking at that old head with the lower back side. I was like, he walked out. He was like, he looked at me. He was like, I read his brain. That nigga brain said, man, motherfucker, this ain't over yet. So boom. I was like, oh shit. He took them niggas out. They took him out, y'all. I was like, oh my God, Don was gone. I look over there, I see the dude that he was cool with, he grabbing all the commissary, he like, he's Santa Claus and that shit. He, all that over there. I'm like, dang, he gonna take all Don's shit? But I ain't had nothing to do with it. I already went too far. So I went back in my bed. I was like, man, please don't let this dude snitch on me, man. Please don't let this dude snitch on me, man. Please, man. Please don't let this dude snitch on me. Please, man. Sitting there. Fuck, man. Fuck, I get in this shit, man. That nigga was a fucking thief, man. I was like, man, they was banking. I'm talking to myself like, man, they was banking him though, man. Like fuck, man. You ain't throwing a punch, T. White. I'm like, man, fuck, man. Next thing you know, the gate opened up. What? I get up off the bed. Yeah. They want to see you downstairs. All right. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, man. Go put my jumpsuit on. Fix me that cheap ass cocoa butter lotion. Might as well be, you know what I mean? Make sure the appearance is right from going downstairs. Walk to the gate. The nigga say, I said, man, I told myself, I said, man, you know what, man, none of this shit really matters, man. You know why? Because I'm still in a damn jail.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and Court indictments get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart just to open your eyes up.